Hello everyone, my name is Aditya and I welcome you to my channel AK Tech Geek. Today we are going to talk about Microsoft Teams breakout rooms. The agenda of today's video will be that what Microsoft Teams breakout room is, what do we need to do to enable it, how we can use it, and if there are any limitation. Also, I'll be doing a small demo, so I'll be showing you how exactly that works. So it will be easy for you to follow this along and be able to implement it in your environment if required, and for users to be able to follow this. So let's start the video. First of all, why do we need it? We need Microsoft Teams breakout rooms because if we are in a large meeting and we have to discuss some data, something that cannot be discussed with the participant or maybe all participant in that meeting, then we want to have a private conversation with them, but we do not want to leave that meeting. Maybe we want to do a brainstorm session, or maybe we want to do but we want to advise the users separately something. Then we want to do this breakout room from this existing Teams meeting and have this session done. How can you get the breakout room? The breakout room is by default enabled for all the Microsoft Teams user. You do not have to do anything as of now. The only requirement you have is that you need to be the organizer and your new meeting experience should be working. New meeting experience is the pop-up window that comes up when you either press the call button or you click on join a meeting. Then a separate window pops up out of the Teams, and that is when you get the to know that this is a new meeting experience. But if you have particular problem, like let's say some restriction, even though you new meeting experience is enabled by default, it will not function for you properly. New meeting experience is by design added to your Teams. So earlier you used to see the option to enable it separately by going to users and settings and general. That option is no longer available. What are the features in the breakout room? The features that are available that are listed here in this particular slide, as you can see. The breakout room can be created with the private meeting, including the Meet Now meeting. Meeting organizers can join one room to another and manage multiple rooms at the same time from same meeting. Meeting organizers can create up to 50 breakout rooms in a single meeting. Meeting organizers can rename this room up to their favorite name to the whatever they want and have this meeting. They can reassign the room participant from one room breakout room to another breakout room. I'll show you how it works. The meeting organizers can transition from one meeting to another as said, and they can actually also move the users and will not be facing any challenges there. They can do the announcement for a separate meeting, so they get the option to do the announcement, so the users in that meeting are only aware of it. What do we need to do to enable it? To be able to enable it, if you are an admin and you are not getting the option for breakout room, then you need to follow this particular slide. I need to make sure that these options are enabled from Teams Admin Center. How you can do that is by going to Admin Center, click on Teams here, then it will open Teams Admin Center. You will come to this dashboard, and then you'll have to come to meeting and meeting policies. You can do edit any policies that you have assigned to the users, maybe a custom policy. But here I have assigned my users a global policy. So am modifying the setting on the global policy. These are the settings and it is already allowed for me. So I don't have to do much. Now that was the admin part. If you're a user, as I said, you do not have to do anything. By default, it is available. The only thing is that your new meeting experience should be working, and you can find that same from by when you join a meeting. I'll show you in the next slide or next demo how exactly it works. The Microsoft Teams client should be up to date. That is one of the major requirement. So you don't have to do anything. Let's jump quickly to the Teams client and create a new meeting. So let me just do this quickly here. I'll go to calendar. I'll create a new meeting invite, break out room test 2. I was doing test 1 before to ensure that I have everything ready. So I'll invite my participants here. Okay. I'll just do the random time here. So test, ignore if you do want to join. Okay, so the meeting is created. I'll send it to the users. I'll have go to the other machine where we have our users logged in currently. So I'll have my users to join that meeting. The user has joined the meeting. Now, as an organizer, I will also join this meeting. So the meeting has started. Now, what we can do is to find out how we can create the breakout room. So we'll click on this breakout room option. We want to know how many rooms we want to create. So in this case, I will be creating 2. I have 2 users, so I'll be creating 2 rooms so that I can individually talk to each of these users. I want to assign this manually because if I'll assign automatically, I don't know if the same will be assigned to one room or to different room. So I'll just go to and do this manually. The rooms are created. Now, if I want to rename it, I can rename it so I know what this room is about. With the NN user, please excuse the name format here, and the RK user. I will have the participants in that meeting. So I'll go and assign these participants. So for example, I want to assign this NN to, I'll assign this NN room. I have Rahul, I'll assign this to RK room. I do not have any more participants. If I click on this assign participant list, I don't get that option. If I wish to start this particular room, I can either do it open room just with this user, or I can go ahead and start room to start all the rooms. But since I want to do the discuss it only with one user, I'll go to open room and the room is opening. On the other screen where I have joined the meeting as a user, I am getting an option, rather a notification that the breakout room session has started. You will be automatically moved in 10 seconds. So this user NN is going to be moved to the breakout room in 10 seconds, and you see it's here leaving. Now the room is all up. So if I wish to speak to Henan and I want to have a session with the user, I'll click on here and I click on join room. Now I am in a separate room and with user NN. I can discuss whatever I wish to discuss. I can do sessions. I wish to do a chat. I can do the chat here. Note that this chat is only available between NN and me. It is not available to other users in the meeting. So it is a private chat now. All other options you're already aware. One thing I want to show you that if you go to show participants, you only have these options. You cannot add anyone, you cannot invite anyone, you cannot just click on call anyone. Limited options. Share desktop share content is available, so you can do whatever you wish to do. If I leave this meeting, I will be back to my original meeting that I had. So I'll click on resume here. And I am in the meeting again. If I go ahead and close this meeting room, the user NN will also be back to this room. The user is still on the other room, but since I've closed this room, the user will be back to the original meeting. We'll wait to see that. The warning I am getting on the other screen is that the room will close in 10 seconds. The user will be moved to the meeting automatically. And we have the user over here. Now, one thing I was talking about when I was on the PowerPoint slide was that how do you know if you're in a new meeting experience or not? So whenever you click to join a meeting, you get the option to you get a separate window like this, which is different from your Microsoft Teams, and you get these options on the top. If these tabs are not available on the top and they are still visible to you in the old format like here, then you know that your new meeting experience is not working properly, even though new meeting experience is embedded to Microsoft Teams by default. The breakout rooms works this way. Uh, I have already showed you the demo and the features. Now let's go to the last slide I have for you today, that is limitations. So if we click on this last slide and this one here gives us what are the limitations. So the call me feature is not available. The call me feature is like, you can, if you want to invite someone, you can have them call me and the user will get a call to join that participant list or the room. But this feature is not available in the breakout room. I showed you that you cannot add a meeting participant from the panel if you have not already assigned that the participant to that room. You cannot join the copy, join meeting information. You cannot copy that from the breakout room, which you can easily do from the original meeting. You can only create up to 50 breakout rooms in a single meeting. So if you have a large meeting and if you want to have a discussion about, let's say, more than 50 users, or maybe 100 users, or maybe you want more than that, you just would not be able to. You'll have to create a separate meeting and maybe a second meeting. If any user is joining to the meeting and they are dialing into that meeting by their desk phone or anything like mobile phone, they will not be able to join, like you'll not be able to add them to the breakout room. So if you are trying to do anything like that, please make sure that you're already following all these steps and you're not doing anything that is not recommended. This extra admin information is that the pop-out chat should be available. I told you about. If new meeting experience is not working as expected, then breakout room will not work. If you are having a problem working with the new meeting experience, then probably you want to clear the registry. Mention in this location HK local machine software, and you need to clear the Citrix and all the subkeys underneath. Before you clear the registry, it is recommended to take a backup of your entire registry. In case something goes wrong and you messed it up, you can always recover it. Let me exit out of this meeting in case. The breakout rooms are supported for VDI participants. So if you have anyone joining to the meeting, then the breakout room is supported for them. But if they are using VDI machine to be able to use breakout room, it is not available because new meeting experience is not available there. Yeah, that is all we have in this breakout room session today. In case if you wish to you wish to share any feedback, please post that in the comment section below. And if you like the video, please like and subscribe the channel and do share it. Thank you and have a good day.